Welcome, Scorpio. If you are hearing this message, it's not by accident. There's a reason your soul has brought you here today, right at the turning point of late April 2025, with energy still unfolding from one of the most critical cosmic events of our lifetime. A rare and powerful alignment took place, a convergence of Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Neptune forming what astrologers call a four-planet portal. This wasn't just another astronomical event. It was a cosmic reset, a moment where the energetic fabric of reality itself began to shift. This alignment occurred right at the threshold between Pisces and Aries, the place in the zodiac where endings transform into beginnings, where the invisible currents of the soul meet the fire of new action. And Scorpio, for you especially, standing in the deep waters of transformation, this portal carries a unique call. To let go of what no longer serves and to step into a cycle shaped by clarity, truth, and conscious creation. Today, as we move through the days after the portal's opening, your journey isn't about rushing change. It's about understanding how profoundly your internal landscape is being rewritten and choosing moment by moment to align with the future that is asking to be born through you. Let's begin. Now, Scorpio, as we stand here on April 25th, the portal has already opened and its first waves are still moving through you, reshaping not just the surface of your life, but the deeper layers hidden beneath. If you look back over the past week, you may realize that the signs had been gathering for some time. Even before the portal reached its peak, your dreams, for example, may have become more vivid, more symbolic, pulling you into places and scenes that felt more real than waking life itself. They weren't ordinary dreams. They were transmissions. Invitations from the unseen realms, preparing your subconscious to loosen its grip on old realities. And even now, your nights may still carry echoes of those journeys, whispering insights you haven't yet fully understood, but can feel changing you from within. You might have also noticed the repetition of numbers, sequences like 111, 222, 555, surfacing again and again in your daily path. These patterns weren't coincidences. They were markers, waypoints, alerting you that reality was already beginning to reweave itself around new energetic threads. Even the way time has behaved may have felt strange, slipping, bending, collapsing, some moments rushing past like a gust of wind, others stretching wide enough for you to glimpse layers beneath the obvious. These were not glitches. They were evidence that the normal anchors of time and space had momentarily loosened, allowing you a clearer view into the deeper mechanics of your existence. Emotionally, the shifts may have felt even more intense, buried feelings rising without permission, old memories resurfacing with startling vividness, sudden grief, laughter, anger, awe, sometimes within the same hour. Scorpio, of all the signs, you are most familiar with the alchemy of emotion, yet even for you, this portal has stirred depths you may not have touched for years. And it's important to understand this emotional surfacing is not a setback. It's a clearing. It's the soul's way of making space for the life that is now arriving. If you have felt exhausted or overwhelmed or strangely detached from your usual rhythms, know that you are not lost. You are in transition. The portal did not simply open and close on April 17th. It continues to pour its frequency through your field, adjusting you, reshaping you, preparing you for a new phase of your evolution that cannot be rushed, only consciously embraced. And now, as we move deeper into the portal's aftermath, the question is no longer whether the shift has begun. It has. The question is, how will you choose to meet it? Because Scorpio, what you honor, release, and build from this point forward will shape not just the rest of this year, but the foundation of the next great cycle of your soul's journey. Let's continue. Long before we had telescopes or star charts, ancient civilizations understood what we are only beginning to remember, that certain alignments in the sky were not just astronomical, they were spiritual events. They called them gateways, awakenings, thresholds between the known and the unknown. And the alignment we have just passed through, the convergence of Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Neptune at the threshold of Pisces and Aries, was precisely such a moment. The Babylonians believed that when the sky shifted at this border between signs, it marked the rebirth of a soul's contract with the universe. The Mayans recorded these periods as dimensional crossings, windows where new destinies could be claimed by those who were awake enough to see them. Even the architects of ancient Egypt aligned their temples to these celestial thresholds, believing that the energies pouring through the cosmos at these times could alter the path of entire civilizations. For Scorpio, this wisdom speaks directly to your current passage. You are not merely moving through personal changes. You are standing at the edge of a larger story, one that is about the soul's agreement to evolve, to shed what is dead and carry forward only what is living, vital, true. The cosmic reset we experienced wasn't designed to erase who you are. It was meant to refine it, to separate the essence from the excess, to strip away the fragments of past versions of yourself that you have long outgrown, but may still have been carrying out of habit, fear, or loyalty to old narratives. Now, as the portal's energy continues to integrate, your task is not to rush forward blindly, nor to cling to what is falling away. Your task is to stand still for a moment and listen, to feel where your true foundations are now. Because Scorpio, your strength has never been in force. It has always been in precision, in knowing exactly what to burn, what to bless, and what to build. And this moment, this anciently recognized, cosmically orchestrated moment, asks you to exercise that strength with a clarity sharper than ever before. What has survived the crossing of this portal is what you are meant to carry into the next chapter. Everything else, let it go. Because ahead of you lies a path not paved by the past, but one being woven in real time by your highest potential. And to walk it, you must move lighter, truer, freer. Let's look now at the signs already unfolding, the new invitations this cycle is beginning to place at your feet. Already, Scorpio, if you are paying attention, you can feel the first shifts unfolding within you and around you. They may not all be loud or obvious. Some arrive quietly, like a slight change in the way you respond to situations that once triggered you. Others, however, may be unmistakable, sudden insights, unexpected opportunities, or relationships that feel as if they have been recalibrated overnight. You might find yourself pulled toward new interests, drawn to study, create, or explore things that would not have captured your attention even a few weeks ago. It is not random. These impulses are not distractions. They are signals, indicators that the blueprint of your path has subtly but irreversibly shifted. The Scorpio who stepped through the portal of April 17th is no longer quite the same as the Scorpio standing here on April 25th. Some relationships may feel different too. You may sense a growing closeness with certain individuals, as if something unspoken has clicked into deeper alignment. At the same time, other connections may feel strangely hollow, distant, or strained, even if no words have been exchanged. Trust these feelings. They are not judgments. They are reflections of your new frequency finding its proper harmonics. Some ties will naturally strengthen and evolve. Others will loosen and eventually fall away, not out of bitterness, but because their purpose in your life has been completed. You may also notice that the emotional landscape inside you has started to clear. After the turbulence of the portal's opening, there is a new kind of quiet beginning to settle, not numbness, but clarity. You are beginning to see with sharper eyes what you truly value, what you are truly willing to invest yourself in, and what can no longer be justified, no matter how much nostalgia or loyalty might whisper otherwise. This is the gift of Saturn's presence in the alignment, a sober, unwavering light that reveals both your true strengths and your false attachments. Scorpio, this is not a time for rushing. It is a time for observing with full presence. Watch how your thoughts shift. Watch how your body responds to new environments and decisions. Watch what fills you with vitality and what drains you without reason. Every reaction, every insight, every small movement you feel now is part of a larger recalibration taking place at the deepest layers of your being. You are not simply adjusting to external change, you are becoming the change. And in the days and weeks ahead, the key will be to honor these subtle signals, to build not from habit, not from fear, but from the undeniable truth rising within you. Now, let's explore how to navigate this phase with precision. and how to anchor the new foundations being offered to you. Scorpio, as you move forward from this cosmic threshold, the path ahead demands both precision and patience. This is not a time to seek sweeping declarations or radical upheavals for their own sake. The real transformation now lies in conscious, deliberate steps. The kind that build momentum slowly but powerfully. The kind that months from now you will recognize as the foundation of an entirely new chapter of your life. First, prioritize clarity over speed. The portal energies have restructured your internal compass, and while flashes of insight may have already appeared, full understanding unfolds over time. Resist the temptation to force answers. Instead, commit to refining your direction day by day. Small adjustments in your choices, your habits, your focus will carry more weight now than grand gestures. Pay close attention to what genuinely resonates versus what merely distracts or appeases old fears. Second, honor the endings that are becoming undeniable. Some cycles, some relationships, some versions of yourself, they have completed their purpose. Holding on will only drain the energy you need for what comes next. Endings do not diminish your journey, they honor it. Allow closures to be clean. Allow silence where no words are needed. What leaves now leaves with the blessing of having served its season. Third, guard the sanctity of your inner space. As the veils between realities continue to thin in the weeks following the portal, your intuition will be sharper, but so will the noise around you. Not every offer, not every voice, not every idea deserves access to your energy. Strengthen your discernment. Choose quality over quantity. Choose depth over appearance. Let your own rising frequency be the filter through which all external invitations must pass. Finally, recommit to the slow, steady building of what truly matters to you. Saturn's imprint on this portal is clear. The next evolution of your path will not be achieved through impulsive leaps, but through sustained focus and structure. What are you willing to build even when no one is watching? What dreams are worth the discipline they require? Scorpio, you are a master of endurance when you choose to be. And now that mastery is needed not for survival, but for creation. Understand this, you are no longer chasing transformation, you are embodying it. And every day you move forward now with clarity, courage, and conscious intent, you are weaving the next layer of your destiny, not just for yourself, but for the world you are meant to touch. Let's now look toward the horizon and glimpse the new cycle that is quietly preparing to reveal itself. As we look ahead, Scorpio, understand this. You are not stepping into a fixed future. You are entering a living, breathing cycle, one shaped not by fate alone, but by the conscious choices you make in these weeks and months to come. The portal has realigned the currents beneath your life, but it is your hands, your will, your spirit that will guide the vessel through these newly opened waters. The new cycle unfolding for you is one of depth and direction. Neptune's movement through Aries signals the end of passive dreaming and the beginning of active embodiment. The visions you once kept hidden in the private corners of your mind are no longer content to remain unseen. They are asking for form, for action, for reality. This means that the coming months will favor those Scorpio souls who are willing to move from silent knowing into deliberate creation. Those who are ready to turn inner certainty into outer structures, even if they must do so slowly, brick by brick. Financially, professionally, and personally, opportunities will begin to arise. But they will not arrive all at once, nor with loud announcements. They will come quietly, like seeds hidden within moments that at first seem ordinary, a conversation, a sudden idea, a door left ajar rather than thrown wide open. Your task is not to demand guarantees, but to recognize invitations when they appear and to say yes to them with the steady, unshakable trust that has always been your hidden strength. Emotionally, this new cycle will ask for more transparency, not just with others, but with yourself. Where in the past you might have tolerated ambiguity, you will now feel an increasing discomfort with anything that is half true, half a slide. This discomfort is not a flaw. It is a compass. It will guide you toward relationships, projects, and inner states that match the new frequency you are anchoring. Follow it even when it leads you through unfamiliar territory. And so, Scorpio, as we close this transmission, remember this. You are not standing at the end of something. You are standing at a true beginning, a beginning shaped not by outside forces alone, but by the internal shifts you have had the courage to allow, even when they were uncomfortable. even when they stripped away old familiarities you once thought you could not live without. You have crossed a portal few even recognized was opening. You have answered the deeper call, not just to change, but to become, to embody more of who you truly are and less of who the world once needed you to be. That in itself is a triumph, even if it feels quiet, even if it goes unseen by those around you. The weeks and months ahead will not demand perfection. They will ask for presence. They will ask for the steady, clear-sighted faith that has always been buried deep within you. The part of you that has survived storms far greater than this, and the part that knows without needing proof that everything you are building now is rooted in truth.